Hey guys, welcome to Megan's Wreath Boutique. This is a little bit of a different video. I won't be making a wreath today, but I'll be making this cute little bow. I have two daughters, so instead of buying a ton of bows, I decided to start making some. So when I'm not making wreaths, I like to make bows, jewelry, anything I come across that I think that I can tackle. So anyways, I wanted to show y'all a quick tutorial on how I make this bow, and it can be attached to an alligator clip, a nude nylon headband, or you can make like a head wrap, and I'll do a different tutorial, a separate video for the head wrap because it's a little more in depth. So I don't want to take up time for just this bow on this video. Anyways, okay, let's get started. So this is about a 5-inch bow. It comes out to be about a 5-inch bow. And this fabric is like a knit ribbed fabric, I believe. I got it from Hobby Lobby. And it's stretchy, and I really like how easy it is to work with. I have used bullet fabric as well in the past, and I like that fabric too, but this one just seems a little more easier to work with. So anyways, I bought it not knowing if it was going to work or not, just because I liked the fall colors, and it turned out to work pretty good. So let's get started. I'm gonna work with this olive green color. So I just got 1/4 yard because, like I said, I didn't know if it was gonna work or not. And what I like to do is you're gonna need a 5-inch wide strip that is 15 inches long. Let's see. So what I like to do is fold this in thirds, or in a third, kind of line it up. It's not going to be perfect. You're going to have to cut the edges a little bit. But so this is folded in half and then half again. And then I put it on my mat, and I'm going to cut it, let's see, lengthwise, horizontally, not vertically. So, is that right? Yeah. So I just take it and I line it up on my mat. Over here, let me see if I can get it. Lined up over here. I get that all up a little bit better lined up. Okay, put the edge, and then I cut 5 inches. I just use this board so that I have a straight line for guidance. And I use a rotary blade cutter. If you use one of these, be sure to use a mat underneath, because it'll cut your surface. And just cut through. Okay. And then I just put this part away. Not going to need that right now. So here's your 5-inch strip, and it's, you know, gonna be pretty long. So what you're gonna do is unfold it. Get my stuff out of the way. And this edge is kind of frayed over here, so I'm gonna cut that part off. You want a straight edge. blade or get a new one. All right, so unfold it all the way, and then you're going to measure. So your actual bow is going to be 15 inches, but you're going to need the middle part, the wrap. So I go ahead and do 17 inches so that I have that extra fabric to wrap in the middle. So again, scooch all over a little bit. Well, I can't get my camera. Correctly now. All right, so 17 inches. And cut it. Then what you're gonna do is you're going to fold this in 5-inch sections. So fold it at 5, and it should line up pretty close to 10. So this is a 5-inch section. And then I fold the other half over so that I should have, this should be about 5 inches. Let me measure. Yep. So I'm going to cut off this extra because I'm going to use that for my middle part of the bow. A little better lined up. All right, so now we have our 5-inch bow. And if you can kind of see, this is kind of like a little bit, has like a little bit of an overhang. So if you have a ton of overhang, like from the bottom layer, or if the layers just aren't matching up, what I usually do is just cut this edge so that it's all the same or pretty close to it. Because if not, you'll see it when you bunch it up. So what I do is you're gonna wanna go right directly down the middle, and you're gonna wanna scrunch, 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 about 5 times. And you're gonna pinch that middle. You take a rubber band and wrap it. I just use these clear rubber bands. I got them off Amazon, and they come in a huge bucket, so there's a ton of them. So you're gonna take that and you're gonna wrap it around the middle. And keep your bow pinched the whole time so it doesn't come unraveled. Line it up kind of in the middle. And you can adjust it once you let go. Play with it a little bit until you get it to the way you like. Okay, so now you have your bow. And we're gonna put the middle part on. So what I like to do is I take this 2-inch section that we cut off and I fold it 3 times or twice so that you have a fold like this. And what I do is I stretch it real tight. I flip it over to where this fold is showing, this last fold, because you're gonna flip it inside out. I sew my centers. So pull it tight. You're gonna want this center part to be pretty tight. Gather it in the back. And don't worry if your bow kind of seems a little wonky right now, you can adjust it when you're done with the center. So I have it pinched, both edges, and it's, you know, fairly tight here in the middle. Don't make it too tight, but because you're gonna have to flip it or reverse it when you're done sewing, but make it pretty tight. So then I just start right here. I sew this edge a couple of times. Make sure you're not sewing into your bow, you're just sewing this center part, because like I said, you're gonna have to flip it. And then go to the other side. So this edge, I do about 3 on each edge, and then I go through and do the middle. Just to make sure it's pretty secure. Okay, once you have that pretty good and sewn, you're going to want to tie this part off. Just do a couple of knots. Cut off the extra. I leave a little bit extra so that I can just tie this again, just for a peace of mind. And then cut off the extra. And then you're gonna have this part hanging. So you need to cut this off. Be careful not to cut your sewn part. And then I cut these edges, the corners kind of, just so when you flip it, they don't stick out. So you don't want this part showing. So that's what I'm talking about. You have to flip it, reverse it, flip it over. So now we have it flipped, and then you just kind of, again, play with it until you get it to your liking. And then you add either your alligator clip or your nude headband. So this is the nude headband. This is the alligator clip that I use. So for the alligator clip, it's really easy. You just stick it in back here. And you're ready to go with that. Or if you're gonna do the headband. Okay, so you take a bobby pin and pull your headband through, and then you're just gonna pull it through just like we did with the alligator clip. Pull your headband through, and then just loop it. Take that off, make sure it's pretty good and tight, and then it's ready to go for a headband. So that's that. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and I hope you enjoyed the video.